I gotta tell you, in 5 years of doing this thing, I have never been so cold in all my life. It's a minus 22 degrees wind chill factor. Be glad you're in California. If I found the answer, Frankie, I wouldn't be here. I tell you, though, there's several thousand people down there who every year, for one reason or another, come to spend their New Year's at Times Square. It's a strange group of people, I'll tell you. Because back in 1904, this whole tradition started when the New York Times had their building here, and they had their very first celebration. We're looking down now between 45th and 46th Street from One Astor Place, and they don't seem to be bothered by the fact that the temperature is hovering around 13, 14 degrees now with a wind chill factor of 2 to 22 degrees below zero when that wind peaks up. This is probably the smallest crowd we've had in Times Square in the 5 years that we've been doing our New Year's Rockin' Eve show here. And remember, we'll be on hand to see that big ball drop, and we'll drop back and forth between New York and California live from New York. You don't really want to know what's shaking here. It's old Dick Clark shaking in Times Square. It's mighty chilly, but we got a happy group of people down there. Let's get down and see if we can get a look at some of those folks as they bring in the new year of 1977. You know, actually, every day that goes by, approximately 1.5 million people come through Times Square in this small X-shaped area here. And tonight, the crowd is estimated to be approximately 30,000 people. They're hiding in doorways. They're bundled up. They don't seem to be losing their enthusiasm. And as you can see on our ABC clock here, we'll keep you posted all the way down, and we will cue that giant ball to drop. Our vantage point is One Astor Plaza. We'll turn our cameras around to One Times Square right before midnight. If you want to be on top of things and know what's happening here, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Mighty, mighty chilly crowd there at 5 minutes before midnight here. Keep your eye right here, and we'll count you down. As a matter of fact, we have the distinguished honor of cueing the famous Times Square ball that comes down from that 100-foot flagpole up there atop One Times Square. And as you see the digital clock here on ABC, you'll know exactly when the new year will arrive. Don't go anywhere but right where you are now. These folks bring it on in on probably the chilliest night we've ever had in the 5 years of New Year's Rockin' Eve. They got their signs out, they got their horns out. That's a happy crowd, but they're going to be mighty cold for the rest of the night. Temperature right now in Times Square is hovering around the 13, 14 degree temperature with a wind chill factor at roughly 2 to 22 degrees below zero when the wind peaks up. And we're going to count it on down to 1977. The only time, really, that this square has been dark was, of course, in the Second World War, 1944. There was a 4-year period during the dim out. World War #1, they had a dim out for a while, but of course, it was voted out. The public outcry was so bad that people said, bring on our lights, bring them back. And ever since then, this has been the scene of the VJ Day celebration, the surrender of the Germans in 2 world wars. And tonight, 1976 vows to 1977. It's a happy but chilly group of people with 4 minutes to go here on ABC. Way up there far behind me, you can see here in live in Times Square, we're going to cue that ball to drop momentarily here on ABC, and everybody will be celebrating 1977. Cue the ball, if you will, Jane, and automatically it will slowly come down and count off the next minute here. As you can see, we've got 11:59:10 in 50 seconds, and on down. You can hear the crowd begin to respond. As it reaches the bottom, the ball will light. 1977, the new year will be with us, and you wouldn't have the vaguest idea that these people are the least bit chilly. Keep your eye on the clock. In 30 seconds, it will be the brand new year of 1977 here on ABC. It It weighs 200 pounds. It's got 158 lights. It had burned for 6,000 years, that ball, but in just a few short seconds, it will denote 1977 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,